Hi guys, I'm back again for the weekly oracle reading. For those of you who are just tuning in, welcome. I'm Anne, and in this video I'm going to be giving a general love reading focusing on divine counterparts. That's soulmates, twin flames, twin rays, and anybody that you're connected to romantically. I invite you to stay tuned and watch. I'm sure there's a message for you. And if you'd like to get your own personalized reading, I do offer phone chat and email readings, and the links are down below in the description area. Okay, I've dealt with the cards divine masculine on one side, divine feminine on the other. Take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. It doesn't necessarily matter on the type of gender if you lean one more than the other, and maybe following weeks you would lean more on another side. So it's all based upon what you're feeling right now. Okay. And you could also do on both sides as well. I just like to give a different perspective. I've been asked this many of times. That's why I always like to clarify it. The first card for divine masculine is forgiveness. And now forgiveness starts from within. It's basically, it's not letting anybody or anything pull you down. And it's kind of like a lot of people, they don't forgive themselves for the things that they've done. We're not proud of everything we do in our lives, and sometimes we beat ourselves up with it, and that's not good, because every time you do that, you're preventing yourself from moving forward. You're actually at a stagnant area. We are all guilty of it. It's all something that happens, but you have to forgive, and forgive yourself, as this card says, compassion and kindness. And also, if there's somebody that you're not feeling able to forgive because they've done something to you, and maybe you forgave them in your heart, but you're just not ready to communicate with them, that's perfectly normal. But just try practicing forgiveness. We all go through it. We all have family members. I've had family members, and I forgave that person, and you know what, I finally was able to communicate with that person this Christmas. So I mean, it's like, you forgive, but you're just not ready to communicate, okay? Or you're just not ready to, just mingle. So, it's when the spirit leads you. You have to just do what your heart says. Trust. Trust the process. Sometimes the process is not always, I apologize for my ring light again. Sometimes it's not always what we want, and sometimes we have to let go. When we let go, we release. This is a month of decluttering. I always call it, January is a time when we say, okay, it's time to just let loose, let it all go. And that's what 2022 is all about. It's not about, I'm going to just make this year better than last year because last year just did not work out for me. Yeah, we could say a lot of things, but there's always goodness in everything we do. But what's going on in the world right now? But you know what? 20 years ago they said the same thing, and 20 years prior to before that they said, oh, the world is never going to be the same. Oh, this is always going to be this way. And 20 years from now they're going to look back and say, I wish it was back then. I wish we did what we did back then. I wish it was like that now. I mean, it's just an ongoing process, guys. It's not something to look upon. Just trust what your heart is saying. Maybe that person isn't responding, and you've been waiting, and it's just driving you into a surge of energy right now. Don't allow it. Don't let negativity or seeds be planted. Seeds of negativity. When I say that, is like one tiny little thought gets seeded. It's planted, I should say, a little seed. And then all of a sudden, all these, negative energy seeds just start to, before you know it, you got like a weed garden. Not that weeds are bad, because, sometimes they're pretty. I think wildflowers are pretty, and a lot of people say, those are weeds. I said, oh, they're nice. They grow wild. You have to understand that all of these things that happen are happening for a reason. That's why I say, don't look at everything as a negative, because there's always a divine process from it, because there's a new beginning. A new beginning approaching you. And when that new beginning happens, take a fresh look at life. This is where you have to just release, as this card says, release all of that. Release the negativity, release whatever it is. Release new beginnings. In order to see this new beginning in your life, okay, so I can dodge. Okay, there we go. We dodged a ring light. In order to see the positivity, we have to release the negative. Yeah, sometimes it's hard. Oh, I'm sentimental on this. I can't let this go. I can't let this person go. I can't, cut off from this situation, or I can't do this. You know what? You have to follow what your heart is saying, because in order for a new beginning, if you're codependent on somebody and you're just saying, I need that person in my life because I don't want to be alone, or because I just don't want people to think I'm alone. But actually, you are alone because you're not happy. You know, it's all about you finding your happiness, and then you're not letting new beginnings. That person, that right person, you know, I feel like this is a direct message to somebody that you're waiting for is not approaching you. So really re-examine your relationship. Many times, if you have a deep connection, a spiritual connection, you will know, and nobody can tell you there's no connection. Because if you have to question if there's a connection, there probably isn't a connection. You know, just saying. I mean, I'm not saying that there isn't one. Like I said, everybody, you know, needs to take these messages, you know, for their highest good. It's not like I'm telling you what to do. Divine Feminines, self-love. Love yourself. Love yourself so that you can feel, okay, we're trying to dodge that ring light. There we go. Self-love so that you can feel the love that is inside of you. Otherwise, you're always going to feel like you're not good enough. Just love yourself. It says it on the bottom of the card. See that? Okay. Love yourself. When you love yourself, you actually welcome in love. And, you know, you feel love. You can actually welcome in love. If you're not letting that person see you for who you are, and you can't find love with that person because that person just keeps, you know, disrespecting you and negativity being thrown at you, then you have to re-examine. I mean, I'm telling you guys, this is 2022. You want love. Or maybe that person just doesn't get it, okay? Maybe that person just needs a timeout. Maybe you need to have a good, well, it's not really the ideal time to have that discussion because Mercury retrograde is almost here. You know, it's like, you know, we have to just be careful what we say, okay? Like that's what maybe you want to just say. You want to just bring this out. Or it could be something that you've been wanting to say and you need to say it. So you could look at it both ways. Follow your intuition, guys. Don't listen to what I'm saying, but the messages that are coming through to you, because I get the messages and that's what I'm hearing. Patience. Have patience, because things are meant for you to work out in a divine union with this person, divine compassion, energy, connection. You need to find it first inside you, and you need to be patient because you're working on yourself. You need to work a little harder because you're not getting it. Sometimes your ego can take the place. You know, sometimes ego is our worst enemy, and I'm guilty of it too. We all are. It's because we are human and we can't help it. That's why we have to always take it down a notch. We have to see what things for what they are, and things happen for that specific reason. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition, guys, because your intuition is what's going to tell you what you need, what you're supposed to get. It's a self-reflection on you. I love this. This card is beautiful. If you can see it. Self-reflection. Self-reflecting on the love that you have in your heart and not what other people are telling you. You know, maybe that person is meant for you in your life. That person is meant to be somebody, a divine counterpart for your future. Maybe this is a twin flame. Maybe this is a soulmate. Maybe this is a spiritual connection, a twin ray. But guess what? You are not following your intuition, and you're just listening to what others say. You need to self-reflect. You need to take a time out. You need to like relax and just meditate. When you meditate, you find yourself in a better place. It's not for anybody's call to tell you who the right one is. Maybe you're involved with two people. Sometimes you're involved with two people and you love them both, but in different ways. You know, it happens. One is your, you know, like deep inside, and one, you know, touches you, and one is just like your soul friend. You love that person because they just make you laugh. They make you feel so good. That's nothing, there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to follow what your intuition is, because if that person from your, you know, your life that is not giving to you, you have to look at, I want happiness, so I have to find what works for me. Sometimes it's taking a step back and maybe not being with any of these people because you need to find yourself. You need to find your inner truth. I mean, literally, that's what happens, guys. It's not because you can't find the love. It's just you're not loving yourself enough to find the love that you have deep inside you. So everything happens for a reason, you know, and sometimes it's not fun. You know, sometimes the reasons, you know, really bring us down, and we, you know, we end up finding ourselves questioning every little thing. And I'm guilty too of it. Listen, guys, it happens to everybody, but don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't keep looking at the glass half empty, because it's half full. This is going to be a good year. You have to just keep saying that. Positive affirmations. I don't know if any of you guys do have positive affirmations, but that will help you see things clearer and understand things a lot better than what you felt before. Otherwise, you're always going to feel like it's not working out and things are just not going your way. So you have to, really put that energy out there. I'm going to make this the best year ever, and it's going to be amazing. And you know what? Positive affirmations, you can find them on the internet, text me, email me, DM me, and I'll give you some. I have like a long list that I say, whoops. So I hope that this reading resonated with you. There's a lot of important messages that I got as well. Take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. And if there's something that you'd like to know more about in your life, I do offer phone chat and email readings. And if you look in a description area, sometimes it's a little hard to find on your phone. So I suggest to go on a desktop or maybe on a browser, because YouTube has this way you got to just really like scroll through to find, the links. I could just tell you I have www.soulconnections.net, www.lovereader.net, www.soulmatestwinflames.com, www.psychic440.com, and I think that's it. I might have some other blogs, but you got the idea, guys. I wish I could just write them down for you guys could see, because I've been asked so many times, like, how do I find it? How do I find it? So anyways, I'm here for you. And I just want to say thank you all for reaching out to me about kisses. It's not been easy. It's not. The other two, her mom and dad was, not that I'm saying it was easier, but I wasn't as close. They were my babies. They were my pets. But Kisses was born and raised in this house. I mean, literally, she's my two dogs' baby. My husband actually revived her. She was not born breathing, and he gave her CPR. And she's been with us. She used to sleep with us. She was with us every moment for 15 and a half years. And it's still sad. I still have to pick up the ashes. And I'm going to keep her with me for a little while before I bury her with her mom and dad and brother. But it's been, very sad for us. But at the same time, we've been very excited too, because I just became a grandmother on Monday. My daughter had a baby boy, Michelangelo. We call him Angelo. So just want to let you guys know, like, I had some things that happened a week before, and then the Monday following, I have a, baby boy grandson, and it's my first. And I'm so excited. I want to meet him. He's in, they live in California. I'm in Ohio. So it's a little bit difficult. We were supposed to go on the 30th of December to help her, to be there for the birth of the baby on the 3rd. And, we were not able to go because, flights were getting canceled, and we just didn't want to get, sick and get the baby and parents and everybody else. So we said, let's just wait. So we made it for the 6th. Now, just everything, we had to cancel that. So we're going to wait till everything, ties down. So I know a lot of you have been asking me, and I just want to say thank you all for the beautiful wishes and, just everything. It's exciting. I'm excited. I can't wait to meet him soon. I will be meeting him soon. Thank you guys. I just love you all. It's a great new year. It was a little sad, but at the start, but it turned out to be, for the best. So like I said, when one door closes, another one opens. So I have a new baby boy to enjoy and love, and we're dying to see him. So I hope you guys are, doing things for yourself, and you got your planners out. I haven't made my planner yet. I know I have my planner, but I haven't wrote in it yet. I plan to, right? I love you guys. So until next time, God be with you all. Namaste.